11, Houston.
You may be able to see some.
Go ahead.
Some particles jumping around on your screen. That's just dust particles that are being illuminated by sun shafting in the window.
Roger, they're very clear now, over. And that's a good view of Neil's correction of Buzz's circuit breaker panel there.
I can just barely see the handrail on the front porch from this position on the right-hand window.
Roger. Houston, our view of the panel 11 is gets brighter than darker. Are you changing the f-stop at all, over?
Now what's happening is we get pretty close to the window now and then, and it drives the automatic light control into the stops, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I had to switch on outside while I was going through the overhead window. That may be what's contributing to some of it.
Roger. Houston, we seem to be picking up a few bit more dust particles now. We see them quite clearly in the screen now, over.
Yeah, I'm choking on one every so often.
Houston, your show is going out to the U.S. now. We're about to get the satellite up. It'll be transmitted to some other countries after that, over.
Roger. I'm checking out this window bracket where I'll be putting it for the EVA pictures of Neil going down the ladder.
Roger. Paul 11, Houston, we keep marveling about the color and the clarity of the picture. It's really difficult to describe. It's just perfect, over. Now 11, doesn't look like you're having too much trouble with that bracket up there, Buzz.
I tell you, those new knobs really make it easy to twist the thing and get it cinched down quite tight.
Right. 11, Houston, Buzz, how does the alignment look there?
Looks pretty good, as well as I can tell. Without the gear extended, I can't get a real definitive answer, but you couldn't fix it any place to see much more out of the window without hand holding it for the whole time.
Roger, it looks like to us it's going to work real well.
Enough room to, yeah, I think so.
And Buzz, we see you putting your window guard in place there, and back up to the ISA now.
Houston, ask FAO if the 90-degree bracket isn't stowed in the commander's stowage assembly.
Stand by. Oh, 11, Houston, Buzz, you still looking for that 90-degree bracket, over?
Yeah, he is looking for it now.
Roger, we'll have a word for you in just a moment.
My monitor shows a pretty good, clear picture from this angle. Now we found the 90-degree bracket.
Roger, Neil. It's really a super picture. We've got the ACA, your ACA, the good picture of the throttle, the 90-degree bracket. We see the start, your handles, and now over to the bracket.
That's about the position we'll be putting the camera in after the initial descent down the ladder. And it'll be taking 1 frame a second for most of the EVA.
Houston copies out. That's a real good view of that camera.
Our monitor is a little bit wavy, so it's hard for us to tell when we've got a steady picture for you.
11, we have no complaints at all. We don't see that waviness on our picture. It's just really great, over.
Do the edges of the window look like straight lines to you?
That's affirmative.
Okay, they don't in our monitor, and that leads us to make some corrections to the camera, which probably aren't required sometimes.
11, we have no complaints at all. It's a magnificent picture. What was that, Buzz, you're chasing down?
That was me picking up some particles of paint that were floating through the air in front of the camera there.
Right, Neil, we got it. Appears to us that Neil's about to check the Velcro map there. Okay, Buzz, we see the card up now.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, this is where we log most of our data for each of the LEM maneuvers. And we have another card like this, that's the timeline book, that we place down on the table in front of the data and display keyboard. And it's on this timeline that we have all our procedures. We obviously have to hold these in place in 0G, so we make use of the Velcro patches on the back and on the table. So we can attach these down here. And then we just turn the pages over when we go to new sequences in our timeline of procedures.
Roger.
And we're ready to copy DOI pad.
Right, we'll have the photos work that one up for you momentarily.